Today we're going to do this creepy clown makeup, so let's get started. First I'm going to show you what I did to my face, and I've already applied white foundation and I've covered up my eyebrows with white glue. All I did was take the white glue and apply it over my eyebrows 2 times and let it dry. And the foundation I used was NYC, just in some white color, ivory. And then I used a concealer pencil to go over my eyebrows and my chin and my nose area, which is where I get most red. And I just blended it all together and sealed it in with a translucent powder. Anytime you do a foundation you want to seal it in, just works best. Now we're going to do our eyebrows. I am using my finger as a gauge, which looks silly, but it helped me a lot. And I'm just going to go over the top of my eyebrow in sort of a upside down U shape. And in the corner from the middle of my nose up, I'm making a hook shape. And that's going to give you that angry looking brow. Just overextend your eyebrow a little bit. I'm using my finger so that I know where I want my frowny brow to start. So you see I overextended, and I'm just making sure that the lines are nice and dark. I'm picking a little glue off, and sometimes the glue might flake. You can also use the glue stick method if you like that. Now I'm taking this little pigment from NYC, and I'm going to fill in my whole new eyelid area that I created. And what I did was apply it all over my natural eyelid and over my real brows, and then from the corner of my drawn eyebrow to the corner of my eyelid, I just made like a C shape. You want it to look kind of round, like clown makeup would. And from the tear duct, the inner tear duct, all the way up, I did a straight line and just made it so that it looked kind of like a bubble shape on my eyelids. And do the same to the other eye. And I used this one just as a base color. It really helped the greens to stand out more. You could also use a white base like NYX Jumbo Pencil in blue or green, whatever color you choose to use, or white even, and just pack your color eyeshadows. I'm using the BH Cosmetics 88 palette, and I'm using a dark green and going over the entire eye. On the outside I'm using a much darker green. I just wanted to give it some depth. Excuse me. And then on the inner, I'm using a shade lighter green just to make sure that it had some depth. The darker green helped me to cover up my natural eyebrow better. So just do that. And like I said, you could use any colors you want. I just thought that the green and the blue kind of green would look really good on the top. So just keep going and filling it in. You just want to make sure that you cover it all. Now I'm going to use this dark green and black, and I'm going to mix them together. And I'm going to put that sort of in a C shape over the outer V of my eye, just to create more depth in the eye. I just didn't want it to look like a flat surface. So do that to the same eye, then to the other eye, And then I'm going to line my lower lash line. And I also did my waterline. I didn't record that, but I did. And right now I'm looking at a picture that I took of myself from last year when I did this makeup. Excuse me. Now I'm taking my gel liner and I'm going to line the top of my eye. And you don't want to do too dramatic of an eyeliner, but I did extend it from the inner duct out towards my nose, and I did a small wing on the outside. So here you can see me doing the little wing. And just make sure you get your waterline and that you tightline your top eye. Now I'm just using a liquid gel liner, and I'm going to create a sort of steak-like shape, sort of a long triangle, if you will. So just make a triangle and extend it down, sort of make like a dagger shape. And then do the same to the other eye. I used my eyes as a gauge like my irises, so from the outside to the inside. I made that size triangle. And I'm just filling it in with the black. Whoopsie. And just try to make them as even as possible. Now I'm drawing like the frown lines and just to make it look like I'm a little bit angry. So I'm just using a black pencil for that. And I recommend working from the top of your face down. Don't draw the mouth in first and then do the rest of your face, because you're going to end up resting your hand on your face makeup and smudging it, and that'll just make you mad. So I'm blending it in a little bit. Now I'm going to draw the nose, and you can use a rubber nose or one of those little foam noses, or draw it like I did. And I'm just following the natural bulbous shape of my big giant schnoz. So I'm just using black, making a circle, and I'm kind of coloring in like the top of my nostril so that it looks really dark right there, just so you know. I'm going to use just a red lipstick. You can use face paint or whatever you have. And I just used a red lipstick, and I'm going to go over it with a red eyeshadow just to seal it in. Anytime you do a liquid thing, you want to go over it with a powder. It just helps it last longer. So there I am, packing on some red, making it look a little dark. Now the mouth. The mouth is the hardest part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw like above my top lip and sort of like a mustache at first it's going to look like. Just like, And I'm going off my picture from last year, but I did change it, so you're going to see me erase some things and then put it back together. This is trial and error, and it goes to your own face shape, so you just try it out. Now do the bottom, what will be the bottom lip. I'm just going to draw above my chin a little bit and just follow the natural shape of my face, and then I'm going to connect those two lines. So I'm just going to I made a U shape, and then I connected the corner of the grin to the bottom of the grin. I'm just going to draw it a little darker so that I can better gauge it. And you want it to look like an evil grin. Now I'm drawing the definition part for what will separate my top and bottom of my clown mouth. And here I'm drawing what will be the gums. I do recommend that you, when you're doing the mouth, you look at a picture of the mouth. So if you're going to do this one that I'm doing, just go to the front of this video and pause it there and just look at the mouth so that you can kind of gauge it. And here I was trying to duplicate what I did last year. But I'm going to erase that tongue in a little while, so I'm not even going to tell you why I drew that there. But I will tell you now that your bottom lip is going to be where your top teeth are. So draw your top teeth on your bottom lip, and then draw your bottom teeth where you'd like them. Where I'm drawing my bottom teeth now, I'm actually changed because I realized I didn't like it last year. The bottom of the lip looked a little bit small. So here I'm just connecting so that I can keep gauging. In a minute, I'm going to move to the larger mirror because it just didn't work out for me. Here I'm using a white pencil to fill in where my top teeth will be. And I would recommend using a face paint for that, or maybe NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. It just would work better. Now I'm filling in the clown lips because I think it will help me gauge where the teeth will be better. And it actually did, so I'm drawing in the clown lips. And I'm going to go over where I just drew my teeth because I think I would want the mouth to look bigger on the bottom, and I was right. I did like it better. So just go over. Now I'm drawing in my top teeth. I'm just making triangular shapes to make pointy teeth. And later I'm going to go over it with a gel liner because the gel liner just looks a little bit better. So just filling in. My top lip is my pretend gum area, so I'm filling in the black space that I know I'm not going to be drawing anything on because that's where the mouth is looking inside. It's supposed to look like your mouth is open and like you're giving an evil grin. So here I'm just drawing, defining where the bottom lip is. And here I'm wiping off the tongue because I didn't like it there. And I'm going over that area with a concealer. I'm going to blend that out a little bit. I'm going to just look at it because you have to. And I'm going to wipe a little bit of the concealer off, step back, and look where I want the teeth. And now I'm going to draw a white triangular shape just to help me gauge where I want the teeth on the bottom. And I recommend that you do this, practice this before you actually do it, because it can be kind of tricky, especially if you're not very artistic, and I'm not very artistic. This took practice, so like I said, I did it last year, and now I'm redoing it this year. So now I'm drawing just little tiny jagged teeth shapes. I wanted the top to have big teeth and the bottom to have like creepy little teeth. And I'm just going to blend the red because I got a little bit of white in there, and I'm dabbing the white area with the red lipstick just to help myself out. Going back over it with white, and then I took my gel liner and I went over the teeth that I had drawn from previously. Now I'm filling in where my tongue will be, my fake tongue. What I did was I connected a black line from the top of one of my teeth to the bottom of one of my teeth, and then I just filled in the space between. Now I'm going in with my gel liner and just defining the whole mouth area. You want it to look really clean and crisp, so just go over it with that. And then later on I went with the black eyeshadow and I just packed it on. So just continue to do that. Just make sure that you pack on enough color, and if you have a makeup sealant like Makeup Forever or MAC makes one, just like anything like that will seal the makeup in, it'll help it last longer. I'm so tongue-tied today, sorry. What? So I'm just going over it, and I also bought that blonde wig from Walmart. I think it cost me like $7.97 plus tax, and it's this big fluffy wig, and I just brushed it out, all the curls and everything. And at the end, I will show you a picture of the creepy. And I scared my sister so bad with that. It made me laugh so hard. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry for the bad editing, and I'm sorry for my tongue-tied speech, but I hope it helped you out. And here's the finished product, and I hope you guys love it. See you soon. Bye-bye.